I'm Garrett. I'm 37 years old, based out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and this is Financial Audit.
A fellow Midwesterner. I'm from Michigan. Thanks for coming down.
Midwest, yep.
Yeah. I don't miss the winters. I don't know how you're still there, but
It's
you get it.
yeah.
So
it's a love-hate relationship.
Yeah. What do you do for a living right now?
So, best description is data engineer.
Oh, love it. That has to be pretty good paying. Well, actually, I already know how much you make, so I'm like, yeah. But how much do you make?
So this is actually part of what we're going to get into.
Yeah.
But so most recently, I took a contract job, W-2 contract, not 1099.
Sure.
And that was $105 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
No, it's good pay.
Yeah, it's good pay. How many hours a week?
Well, it's a 40-hour work week. So yeah. But actually next week I'm starting a new job. I did land a new job. Full-time salary, $250 a year. Okay.
So if 218 wasn't lovely enough, $250 a year. I love that. That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you're obviously a bad at what you do.
I'm pretty good.
That's awesome. I absolutely love that. So $250,000 a year. How long have you been making in, let's just say, six figures?
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been making six figures?
A while, but it's been so here's the thing. Like when COVID happened, that was like a big shift because I was very local, making a good living, right? But local companies would pay maybe $150,000 a year.
Sure.
Right. And then when COVID happened and everyone was like, oh, we're all remote, then it's like the whole world was opened up to me.
And you're remote now in the new position?
Yes, I'm remote now. Yes. And so then it was like, oh, do you want to make $300,000?
Yeah.
And
but even then, my dude.
Yes.
$150,000, let's just say.
Yeah.
You have made too much money for too long.
Yep.
To have too many high interest, high balance debts.
Yes.
Especially nearing 40, my dude. Okay.
Because you.
What would you rate your finance score right now, 0 to 10?
Maybe a 3. But I have good income. I do have retirement savings.
Yeah, which is good. But entering 40, you're. Yeah. You're where I'd want you to be for retirement. I will say that. So that's good. But we're also sitting like $40,000 in a personal loan at 9% with a minimum monthly payment of $1,000. What was this personal loan for?
I mean, just the miscellaneous expenses that have added up over the past few years. It's been
So were they sitting on credit cards and you consolidated them into a personal loan, or like how did this personal loan work? When did you say, okay, we're going and we're taking out 40 or whatever it was at the time, $1,000? And
yeah, I took out a 50 and a 25.
Okay.
And
because were there bills?
Yeah, because I didn't want to, I knew that, high interest credit cards, I don't want to pay 25%, or some of it was dumb decisions I made in the market. Unfortunately.
What did you do in the market?
Oh, just playing with options and I'm not gonna lie to you. How much did you lose?
No, I appreciate that, but how much did you lose?
A lot. Probably like $30,000.
Yeah.
I have an Amex personal loan, but that one I've pounded down pretty hard, right? Good. Because and it's probably not reflected in there, but I think the balance is like $9,600.
I'll jump to it and we can talk about it. Okay, here's American Express then.
Yeah.
So you were saying this went from $11,377 to...
Because I've been paying extra on that as much as I can, which is not enough because I know I can pay more.
You can.
Right, with my income.
You can. What's the balance at today?
9,600.
Okay. Now the interest accruing on this is just rough on a monthly basis, like $60, $760 minimum monthly payment. Okay.
Yep.
So I assume this was taken out for a similar reason.
Yeah.
What is the Santander?
That's not a loan.
I'd like to take a brief moment to thank today's episode sponsor, SoFi. Student loans are something we talk about all the time on this show, and I know how stressful they can be. A fantastic way to potentially pay off these loans faster is refinancing them, and SoFi is here to help with that. SoFi is a mobile-first personal finance company that helps their members bank, borrow, and invest all in one app. You could now refinance your student loan through SoFi to lower interest rates or reduce the size of your monthly payments. Refinancing with SoFi could help you save thousands of dollars and get you to start planning for your life after debt. The whole process can be done with no application fees, origination fees, and no repayment penalties. Plus, SoFi is now offering an exclusive rate discount for new student loan refinancing customers that are refinancing their federal student loans. SoFi's mission is to help their members achieve financial independence and realize their ambitions. SoFi makes applying easy with live customer support 7 days a week, ensuring convenience and ease through the entire process. SoFi even offers unemployment protection, which covers student loans that are in good standing. By refinancing your student loans with SoFi, you can begin to focus and plan for your future free from debt. So if you've been struggling with paying your student loans, or you're just looking for a way to bank, borrow, and invest all in one app, then visit SoFi.com/Caleb or click the link in the description below. Yeah. What do you drive?
So that car is a 21 Lexus NX300.
Someone was like, I make six figures, I'm going to drive nice.
So this is where we're going to disagree.
Oh.
Because I'm a car person.
Okay.
That's my winter car.
Winter car?
Yes.
Winter or
winter? Winter.
Okay, I can't picture it. But.
Like, I have a summer car. It's a Jag.
Kill me.
It's paid off.
Good, I'm glad that's paid off, but like... We have personal loans, man. I'm not f***ing around with a winter car.
And this is where I was saying, like, this is where we're probably going to disagree, because you'd be like, sell your Jag.
Maybe, but I mean, dude, I was driving around my 2000 Buick in non-winter tires for many terrible West Michigan, where it's like one of the snowiest places in the United States. You know, like top 5 snowiest colleges in the U.S. or university, at least at one time. I don't remember. Yeah. But I was just driving around. I didn't crash. I was just being responsible. But I'm not saying drive your Jaguar. I'm saying in the overall situation, we're being irresponsible with our car debt.
So this is where I was saying we're going to disagree, because like cars, I know you hate cars.
I just don't care about them.
I've watched the show enough to be, you're like, oh, Americans love their cars, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, they're obsessed.
Yeah. But
get off to their cars.
I am a car person. I go to car shows. I go to road rallies. I've driven my Jag in charity events. I've taken it on shows. Like, so it's more than just like, get me point A to point B, right? Like, it's my passion.
It's a hobby.
It is a hobby.
I have hobbies. I don't put it over my financial future.
Right.
So I'm not against cars. I think it's a little silly. But I think a lot of hobbies are silly. Yeah. And a lot of people would think my hobbies are silly. That's okay. Yeah. That's just my personal, who gives a shit. But when it actually comes to hobbies versus our actual self-interest of survival and personal finance and security, it's like hobbies do not take precedent.
Sure.
They don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, you're making great income. I say we pay off this debt, try to deal with some of the addiction stuff. And we get like 3 Jaguars eventually.
Yeah.
Like, why not? Do it. If you can afford it, do it. You can't afford it. Not right now.
Not right now. Right now.
So does that seem like a decent middle ground?
Yeah, but this is where I said, like, we're going to disagree, because you're going to... I have a feeling your opinion is going to be like, sell your Jag.
Well, I don't know.
Because it's probably... it's old, but it's probably still worth about 30 grand, and
it's driving in charity events? It's only worth like 30 grand?
Yeah.
Well, again, this is my ignorance to car culture, but why is a $30,000 car exciting? $30,000. It's cheaper than a new Jeep Cherokee.
Well, it's almost 10 years old.
Yeah, but isn't that one of those like hold value type? I guess not.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, it was over 100 new.
Oh.
And now it's kind of getting to the point where it's kind of...
What an investment.
No, it's not an investment.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyways, but my point is, like...
Why do we have to get a Lexus? We had to get a winter car. Why didn't we just get a chunky SUV with snow tires being the most important part?
The problem was then the whole world shut down.
Yeah.
So now, after 3 years, I had this car that had 4,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
And it was worth, you could probably get like 40 grand for it at the time. And my buyout was like 32. So it would be stupid to return the lease. So I just kept it.
And got a loan for it. What's the interest rate of this loan?
4.99.
Okay, well at least that part is stomachable. Still don't love leverage under appreciating assets.
I don't love a 5% loan, but surprisingly reasonable given the current environment. I don't know why they gave me a 5%.
You have good credit? What's the term you went?
5 years.
Don't love that. Usually I wouldn't go over 3, but
yeah, my credit's 820s. So, but still, I don't know why they would loan
820s. That's really good. Oh, okay. You made it sound like I was like, oh, it's 820. No, it's good.
No, I have good credit. I mean, I'm not gonna. I know what I have, and I know what I don't have.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
But for whatever reason, they're like, yeah, we'll give you a 5% loan. So I was like, all right, I'll take it.
$656 minimum monthly payment. That's what I don't like, is the minimum monthly payments are stacking up.
Yep.
Quite rudely.
Yep.
Now, we do have a credit card, but it looks like we're paying it off. The only thing that's hit is the annual fee.
Yeah.
But spending $5,000 is what I really don't like. So after taxes, and I don't know the state income tax of that situation, what do you think is going to be coming home after contribution matches, after health insurance, after whatever other benefit, after state and federal income of the $250,000?
So if I'm being conservative, because it varies, I hit the Social Security max, right? And then I get more each month, right? All that other stuff.
Yep.
Let's just call it 11,000 after tax.
Okay. Well, we then went and basically spent what would be half of that on this credit card. Paid off, but we did spend 5,000. So let's see. Bath and Body Works, Fire Eden.
Yep. That was my girlfriend's birthday.
Yeah, that was an expensive birthday.
It was an expensive birthday. It was.
Here comes alcohol, and we're door dashing alcohol, Amazon, alcohol, potential taquitos and or alcohol, alcohol. Door dashing McDonald's. It's expensive, $42, but some of these cheaper grocery trips, I'm thinking we're like picking up some alcohol, but I'm not 100% sure. Or not grocery, cheaper gas stations.
I don't know. I have to see them. I don't really just stop at gas stations.
No.
So
Okay. I mean, I definitely see where you fill up. Oh, more alcohol that we missed there. I see where you fill up gas because it's more expensive, but either way.
Yeah.
Apple Bill, Amazon, Lego Shop. Lego sets are expensive.
I mean, if you want to talk about that, but I have a Lego problem.
What?
I've spent thousands on Lego sets. I love Lego.
At least that one's fun.
I know. But if you looked at my house and you saw all these built sets, you're like,
well, actually, I'm kind of a nerd for that, so I probably actually like it. I don't know why I don't do Legos. I feel like I'd love that.
Yeah.
Amazon, again, lawn care, so it's bi-weekly. You could buy within just 2 months. You could have a lawnmower of this.
Yeah, and I do have a lawnmower, but I just pay people to come mow my lawn.
Again, not opposed to that if it financially fits. We have bad personal loans. We do not do it. Amazon. Stock XX, $186. Is that car?
No, that's more Legos actually.
Oh,
Stock. I bought Lego on StockX because it's like a reseller website. But yeah,
DoorDash, Chipotle.
That was another Lego purchase. I know that.
Mortgage. 520.
Yep.
What's the house worth?
I'd say about 650.
Okay, so equity position.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, Minnesota.
I love the rate of 2.75.
I was gonna say. I think you're gonna like the rate.
Love
it. Minnesota has not gone crazy like a lot of, places have.
Well, a lot of the places that went crazy, they've seen a dip.
Right.
Does not make up for how crazy it went, but
right. But like Minnesota's just pretty reasonable,
Yeah. I actually hear really good things about Minneapolis, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
$3,139 a month. So I mean, these minimum monthly payments stack up, plus the $5,000 we spent on the card. It's our $11,000 is quickly gone.
Yeah.
Actually, it's gone. Like it is gone. Okay. What's your favorite Lego set you've ever done?
So I built the Ultimate Collector Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot.
That's awesome.
I also built the Rivendell because I'm a Lord of the Rings nerd.
I just got chills. Like actually just got chills. Like I started thinking about the music and everything. Oh man.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
That was fun.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I have way too many Legos.
If you want to send us a picture, if we end up uploading this episode, if you want to send us a picture of these builds, we'll put it in.
Okay.
Happy part, $257, and this is within a rollover IRA.
Yeah.
That's great. Absolutely fantastic. And it looks like it's S&P 500 basically.
Pretty much.
Yeah. With a little extra.
I dabble in some other things, but for the most part, I just put everything in the S&P.
Yeah. Just some extra individual things as well.
Yeah,
so
I play around a little bit.
The majority is in the S&P, which is good.
Yep.
I'd be cautious of the play around just because you have bad history with options.
Yeah.
I'm good with some individual stocks. Usually I do like 15% or lower of my overall stock portfolio.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was, where to go? Oh, what is this?
Individuals have about,
I don't know what this is.
I have about 40, 45 in just a brokerage account.
Yeah. And then 20
in a
oh, this
Roth.
is your Roth IRA.
Yeah, I have about 20 in a Roth.
Do you backdoor every year, or how do you do this?
Well, I was working for a company that they allowed the mega backdoor Roth.
Yeah.
But I don't have that anymore, and I miss that. The mega backdoor Roth is great.
It looks like that's again S&P 500, which is great. Individual brokerage. Okay, so I mean in general we have like 300 to 350 in retirement.
It's about 350.
Cool. Well, keep that up. You're on the right track there. Obviously, what we want to do, mortgage. I mean, that's probably minimum monthly payment until it's paid off because that interest rate just can't beat it. It's incredible. Even though it is a chunky minimum monthly payment, it's okay. The car, the interest rate, hit the minimum monthly payment on a depreciating asset. Amex, obviously, we want to kill it. And the other personal loan, we want to kill it, destroy it, obliterate it. So mortgage, and this includes property taxes and insurance, all that good stuff, correct?
Yep.
Good. $3,139.45. Utilities on average. What are we looking?
Let's call it 400 if we round everything.
That including internet?
No, I didn't actually think about internet.
Okay, how much for internet?
500 with internet.
Okay.
Because electricity varies, gas varies.
Yeah. Electricity more in the summer, gas more in the winter.
Gas more in the winter, and then You know,
water, trash, all the goodies.
Yeah, water, trash. I do. My garage is heated, so.
Oh, okay. Is that where the Legos are?
No, but.
Oh no, that's where the special cars
that's
are, right? They need to be kept nice and warm.
They do.
Car insurance is together,
so that's bad. I think right now it's probably about $300 a month, and that shot up because of a DUI.
Okay, well, you said you didn't drink and drive. Hopefully, we're not doing that anymore, right?
That was 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're not doing.
No, we're not doing that now.
Okay.
But that was, it stays with you.
Yes, absolutely.
So once that hit, it pretty much doubled my premiums. Unfortunately.
Okay. Phone bill.
It's about 100.
How much do we spend in gas on average? Vehicle gas.
I mean, maybe like 150. I don't, because I work from home, I don't drive that much,
Right. Yeah. Well, we saw 200.
Did I?
So we had from gas stations specifically. Again, so we couldn't tell if we were like stopping in and getting some things.
No, I don't buy anything from there, but
then it was definitely 200.
But it's also like I might put a tank in my Lexus and then not fill it up for like 6 weeks, literally.
We'll do 150. We'll do 150.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So the bull and the drinking, all that comes out close to just about. First of all, grocery stores. Where is that?
So anything that says Walmart, I get all my groceries from Walmart. So
gotcha. So that was about $4.53.
Yeah.
Okay, so that takes up a good chunk of the unknown shopping, but still liquor and everything. It's about 15 to 20% of our spending. Oh wait. Yeah, about 15 to 20% of our spending, which is a lot when we make so much and we spend so much.
Yeah.
And then like the Bath and Body Works and the lawn care and the Legos and True Green and the other more Legos, that's 6.3% of our spending. So, yeah, a lot of our money is going out that could be personal loans. Honestly, these just shouldn't exist at this point. They should be gone. They should be done. There's really no reason that they don't. Let's keep building the budget. Sorry, I got distracted we were looking for the gas. That's why. Okay. Minimum monthly debts besides the mortgage, $2,455.02. How do you do groceries? What is that? Is that for you and your girlfriend? Do you guys live together?
No.
Okay. Then you get $300. Congratulations. That's your new food budget.
Probably spend more than that.
You do spend more than that. Did you say you probably will?
No, I do spend more.
Yeah, you spent $450 at Walmart. We're doing $300. And we showed that you can get a solid 2,500 calories and 3 meals, healthy meals, and snacks, even desserts on a daily basis for $250.
My problem is I have a pop addiction. So.
Oh yes, a fellow popper. I miss pop. Everyone says soda and Coke weirdos.
Soda, you're a bunch of oddballs. But
what do you drink?
Diet Coke.
I like Diet Coke too. I get it. Is it? I
drink
tasty.
A lot of Diet Coke. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, just what you can. Well, first of all, weaning can help. Like a less can a day, one less can a day. This is strictly, of course, for the Coke talk, but yeah, just as long as we can fit in the budget, dude. I mean, this is where it goes. This is budget. You're gonna have to just make sacrifices when it comes to the groceries.
Yeah,
like we got drinks and stuff in the budget, and then still had an extra $50. So okay, toilet paper, anything else you need to survive for the household, all that good stuff does not include Legos. I'm sorry. That's $100. What else do you need in your budget? What else do we got to put? Are there ongoing medical things?
Ongoing, no.
Prescriptions, copays.
I mean, I have a few prescriptions.
How much?
They're cheap. Like
$25 a month?
I'm not even.
I'll do 25.
Yeah. I mean, literally, like I pick up my meds and they're like, oh, it's $5. I'm like, okay, you know.
Okay. I'm putting $300 in, and it could be more, it could be less. Depends on your health insurance for therapy copays. Yeah. We're starting this. We're taking control of our life for the first time.
Oh, I've spent a lot on therapy over the.
We're going back to it, and we're gonna make it a constant thing. It's not for you, for your girlfriend as well, for everyone around you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how checking in a program works for the, new job, and you've gone through it, but I would at least start attending group and then work with a therapist who's focused more on the addiction side of things. Work with them on that. I can't help, obviously, and you don't expect me to, but. Work with that. I'm putting that in the budget so you can at least go and start that part of your life, because that's just as important, if not, it is more important than this side of it as well. Because there's no point of our dealing with our finances if we're going to, drink and drive one day, get in a car crash, die. If our liver's going to fail in our 50s and die. Yeah. There's no point of the finance talk if we're just not going to exist. And I want you to exist. So we got to take control of that first. So I'm putting therapy in your budget. If it's more, it's fine. If it's less, it's fine. What else do you need in your budget to survive that I might be missing?
I mean, when I look at like the minimum, I mean, that's pretty much it.
Cats?
I do have a cat.
I saw you
probably saw some pretty litter and some chewy, and so call her $150 a month because she has prescription food and stuff. Yeah.
$7,519 is a lot needed to survive on a monthly basis, but congratulations, especially with your new job, you're going to be bringing home a lot of money, meaning after that 11,000.
And like I said, I mean, that's kind of, so like the first half of the year, I take home less, and then I hit the Social Security cap.
Yeah.
And then I take home more, and I just like conservative is 11,000.
Which I appreciate.
It's more than that.
But. Okay, well, let's say you have an extra $3,500 a month then.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. Just to make it an easy number. $3,500. What do you have in savings account? Do you have a savings account?
I don't have like a traditional savings. I use my Fidelity accounts.
Your brokerage?
Yeah. And so like I have...
What's it invested in?
So like I have like a layered, like I keep like a few thousand in like T-bills, which is like my most liquid, right? And then like a few other things in the S&P, and then a few other things and more, so like that's kind of
saving that money. I love when my money is making more money, and the SoFi high yield savings account I use has 4.6% interest on that money. It's the savings account I personally use for my tax money that I set aside and other money that I just want to be building while it's just sitting there. And you can get bonuses by signing up all the way up to $250 by using my affiliate link in the description below. And it's not just because they're my affiliate. I personally use them. They're great. I've had a great experience with them so far. And I only recommend those who I like working with and who I like using. So if you have money sitting in savings, have that money make some more money and use that high yield savings account. Link in the description below. 4.6% and bonuses all the way up to $250. Well, some people are going to disagree. This is just my organization and just, lack of risk when it comes to what an emergency fund needs to be. I would just take what did you need? $7,519 out. I put in a high yield savings account, SoFi. That's what I use. That's what I would do. And that's a 1 month emergency fund. And then I would leave everything in investing, take your match, of course. What I would do from there is there's no reason why that Amex is not paid off in 3 months. And there's no reason why the other personal loan is not paid off in 11 months. So a year and 2 months. And then the car, probably minimum monthly payment till it's paid off. Hurts, but okay. House, minimum monthly payment till it's paid off. Expensive mortgage, sure. Low rate. Great.
I'm not going to pay more on that mortgage.
No, there's no reason to.
Yeah.
There's no reason to, mathematically speaking.
Yeah.
So, but that's what I would do is 13 months. Now, the reason I just skimmed through that pretty quickly is because you have the income to take care of it. You can do it. It's great. Again, none of this matters if you don't take care of the underlying issue, and that is the addiction that has been played. When would you say that started, by the way? Like, how long have we been doing with this? 37 now.
I mean, I've had substance abuse problems back to being a teenager.
Okay.
But then I kind of like got back on track, and then stuff, back off track. And, I look at like, so when we were talking about working, and so this is the part that I didn't get into, in 2021, when the tech world was like booming, I got this like great job. And if you know how tech pays, a lot of it's in equity, right?
Sure.
So like I got this, great job, and they're like, oh, here's, $600,000 of stock, right? That you get and invest over 4 years. I'm like, oh, this is amazing, Well, that company just went in the absolute
Yeah.
and that 600,000 turned into like 30,000.
Yep.
And so, but I spent ahead of myself, right? I started spending money because I was like, oh yeah, this thing's gonna vest in 9 months or whatever it is. And,
yep.
And so that's a big part of why I got so far behind,
Yeah.
And it wasn't even like say like bad stuff, but of like, like I did like home improvements and
Sure.
Just like, yeah, I'm going to put in a sprinkler system, and I'm going to, put in, I did my garage, I did an epoxy coating and all this other stuff. Right.
Of course.
Yeah. 4K here, 6K there. Right. But I'm like, oh, don't worry about it. Like this,
that 600K is coming.
Yeah. But it didn't.
That's the past. It's what has happened. That's cool. That sucks. I get it.
Yeah.
Definitely teaches us about what jobs to take in the future. That's for sure. But, and what packages to accept. But we are where we are today. And today you have the ability to pay off the personal loan, the 2 personal loans, in like a month, a year and 2 months. And then save up a fully funded emergency fund. We can probably do that in a year and a half total. Year and a half total. And you're back on track, and you're already set up in a position where if you continue investing the way you are, once you get out of this debt, take the match until then, you're definitely you're having a pretty decent retirement.
Well,
are you going to live to make it to retirement is the question that I'm struggling with. Yeah. So again, that's literally all this conversation comes back to, and I'm sorry that I can't help with that part of it. I just can't. But I put therapy in there. Start with them, one that focuses on the addiction thing. If it means you checking into a center, I know you've already done it, but I would rather you continue to try than give up. If it means group, whatever it takes, man. Your life matters, dude. You're too important. You're too important. You have parents who give a shit about you, a girlfriend who gives a shit about you. You have a lot of people who care about you.
Yeah.
Do it for them, if not yourself.
Yeah.
But you should do it for yourself too, because you do matter.
I got kind of a late start in life, and then I was at a point where I was like, I feel like I was on a track to early retirement, and that's kind of why I, reached out, because like that slipped away, I've been maxing out my 401k since I was like 26.
Beautiful.
Right. My new job matches 7%. So they're going to put $17,000 in there for me. Right. Which is great on top of my
Delicious.
23. Right. But I feel like I was putting more in my, individual brokerage. I had like an automatic contribution of like $1,000 a month, you know, for a while, and like I'm saving up all this money, and that's why I'm like, I look at where I am and I'm like, well, I make so much more, but why am I not saving more, you know? And it's because I pissed it away on stupid things.
Sure.
You know?
I want you to enjoy life as well, too. That matters. As long as we're meeting retirement goals, unless you're trying to do something like FIRE. So that's important, too. It's important to remember that once we get out of debt and have fully funded emergency fund. But I see where you're coming from. I
don't think I spend money, too. You know?
You do.
I do.
I know.
You know, we go on vacations, and I take the girls, and I love taking them shopping. And, you know, that's my other problem when you look at some of those expenses. Like, I love making other people happy.
Expensive birthdays, expensive. Yep. Yeah, there were some expensive things in there.
So I buy for other people.
And you can afford that twice that once you get out of debt, have a fully funded emergency fund.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
I don't think so. I mean, like I said, I feel like my situation is probably not that interesting. You know,
this was very interesting.
Well, I'm just saying, like, compared to a lot of the you know, stuff I've watched, it's, you know, people are like, well, you know, I don't have anything, and, you know, buried in debt. I'm like, you know, I make a lot of money. I spend a lot of money on stupid shit.
Yeah.
You know, and that's probably not something that resonates with a lot of people, but I think
dude, I don't give a shit. You're not going to live to see it. That's all that matters to me right now. That is literally all that matters to me right now. I don't give a shit about any of this.
Yeah.
Take care of what actually matters right now, man.
Yeah.
It's as easy as that for me.
There's a lot of other things in there that I'm not going to get into, but with family and
and take that to the therapist, man.
Yeah.
It's important. You might have to even start like multiple times a week if necessary, especially for the addiction thing. Like, oh, the other night, you know, maybe I gave in, or I was very close to giving in and talking about it, you know, to the different addictive tendencies. That might be a very important step to take. Maybe even seeing multiple times a week, man. Whatever it takes, which is so much easier said than done every single time. But my goodness, man. What's the point of this? What's the point of this if we're not going to live to see it?
Yeah.
So please do that. Not for me, man. For you, do it. Please keep us updated along the way. And if this episode is uploaded, by the way, if you're seeing this, you consented to this in a sober state of mind. I just want to make sure you make the right decision for yourself, for your life. Do you have any final thoughts?
I mean, my perspective is just that I want people to understand that, like, you know, no amount of income or whatever, like, makes you immune from, you know, these problems, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest takeaway, is that, you know, everyone thinks that, like, oh, I'm going to make a bunch of money, but you can still be stupid about it.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, also, I didn't say sell the car.
You didn't.
You make too much money. You can pay this. You can pay this off, man.
Well, that's what I think. I don't want to sell my Jag.
Just actually do it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
For Garrett, when it comes to spending in a budget, it's certainly not good when you have that high interest bad debt. So it's going to be 3 out of 10. Debt wasn't the worst. Certainly wasn't good either. The high interest bad debt is truly terrible. 3 out of 10. Emergency fund. Okay, it's not a real emergency fund. In my definition, nothing was set aside in a true emergency fund not to be touched in a low risk account. 0 out of 10. Retirement, though, this is the happy thing that brings up the score. Definitely very, very, very good. 9 out of 10 for his age. Real estate, good. Low fixed rate mortgage, you know, pretty expensive, but it fits in his income situation. 6 out of 10. That is going to be a Hammer Financial score 4 out of 10, but obviously none of that matters as long as the addiction exists, and we want to help connect him with as many resources as we can. Make sure to check out all the resources linked in the description below. They are what I use or would personally use in specific situations, including the best budgeting program ever invented online for the lowest price. Thanks to all of our Patreon producers for making this episode possible. If you want to participate in an episode of Financial Audit and you're able to make it to Austin, Texas, please fill out an application in the survey linked in the description below. You can also send a link to your friends or family who you think might be good to be on the show. If you have any questions, you can email casting@calebhammer.com.